Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the APPEX 2024 exhibition and trade show floor, where we are live streaming multiple interviews and so on. And all of these live stream interviews are brought to you by Burkert, where innovation meets inspiration. Whether it's optimizing processes, enhancing sustainability, or simply delving into the fascinating world of fluid dynamics. It has frustrated me in the past. That was a Freudian slip. Burkert is your trusted partner every step of the way, and we're very happy that they've helped us be here today. And Kim,
indeed.
once again in the hot seat, the host seat as well.
I know. This time, I'm going to try not to muck up the introduction like I did last time, and then realised, oh, we can't cut that.
I can't edit it. People finally got to see behind the scenes of a Kim session. Yes,
It's not good. We are joined by James White, well, he's secretly the owner, but otherwise known as the marketing and sales director of Select Equip. Welcome.
Thanks, Kim.
Tell us, what have you got on your stand this year?
Yeah, so at APPEX this year, we're launching a range of new machines. So one of them is General Packer out of Japan, highly regarded machine for preformed pouches.
Right.
So it's the first time it's been shown in Australia. It's part of our flexible packaging machinery division, which we started just over 2 years ago. And so we've got a number of different clients that are specifically coming to see that, as well as hopefully find some new ones.
Because pouches are really big at the moment, aren't they? I'm taking this as a very side swipe of what I learned from Lindy Hewson, editor of PK and Packaging News. Let's remember that I'm the editor of Food and Drink Business.
Yes.
But apparently pouches are very big right now.
They are. It's a growing, well, the whole point with the pouch is that you can get high quality graphics. It sits well on the shelf. So for more or less premium products, it's a good packaging medium for that.
Yeah, right. And what else are you launching?
So through one of our other suppliers, so in our rigid packaging division, which is a Italian company called Mondini. So Mondini is quite renowned for tray sealing systems.
Mm.
So within that, we're continuing down their sustainability track. So we're also launching their what we're calling paper to skin pack, which is predominantly used for things like smoked salmon, cold smoked salmon.
Oh, okay.
So cold smoked salmon, it's highly labor intensive. There's a lot of plastics around it. So Mondini, through their ingenuity, they've developed a paper to skin pack where effectively it's just a baseboard with a barrier plastic liner over the top, which actually is skin packing the product in there. So it reduces labor consumption by as much as sort of 70-odd%.
Oh, right.
It reduces the plastics consumption by over 50%. Coupled with that is that the whole pack, once you've obviously peeled the top film, removed your product, the actual baseboard and whatnot is completely recyclable.
Okay. That's and I imagine that using that sort of form of packaging is also really effective in terms of food safety as well when you're dealing with that sort of product.
All of the packs that we do are obviously around food safety. It's pretty key.
What a relief.
But it's also it's about extending shelf life, because if you're looking at the whole circle around sustainability is just not plastics. It's also around how do you sustain the food quality, shelf life, so as things aren't being spoiled and thrown away.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And I think you mentioned, was that you were doing launching a new business?
Yeah. So as part of our rigids packaging division, we have a company called Prima Dan who does cup filling and sealing machines for yogurts, dips, those sorts of things.
Right.
That type of packaging medium. They also have a sister company which is called Primo Reels. So Primo Reels is it's a patented system which, instead of having die cut lids all loose, the lids actually come on a reel. So where and it comes with if you buy a Prima Dan machine, you can already have this lidding system on it.
Yeah.
But it's also retrofittable to existing incumbent machines out in the marketplace. Mm. So what's the advantage there is that we reduce the amount of actual packaging for the lidding film itself by around 20 to 30%. Because of the packaging material itself, it's a metallized product as well. Right. So it means you also have the capability of removing plastic lids. You have yogurts, those sorts of things, which quite often are single use. Yes, of course, if you've got a 1 kilo pack, then yes, you probably want the reseal function.
Yeah.
However, you can remove that. But then more importantly is when Primo Reel's managing it in the logistics of the factory, you're reducing the amount of packaging that the actual lidding film is coming with, the amount of movements from logistics within the factory. So, you know, if you look at the pile of rubbish that's left behind from, 45,000 Primo lids compared to die-cut lids, it's substantial. So it's literally, it's 40 to 50% less just shipping packaging, if that makes sense. So it's quite innovative. So we're quite excited to talk to a number of different clients about that to see, how we can move forward on a project with them. We've had a lot of very good high levels of interest already.
Fantastic.
And so it's just a case of, finding the right leads, and that's what we're at APPEX to do.
I was just going to say.
But it's a well studied. So Primo Reels actually did a good job. They've engaged an external university actually in Denmark. So they've actually measured the actual CO2 footprint, and it's that's what it's all about. It's that whole full circle. It's not just having a pretty piece of pack which consumers see in store. It's actually looking at the whole
and also
cycle.
being able to quantify actually what savings it is actually giving you.
Correct.
Well, so just a quiet show for you then.
Yeah.
Just a couple of pamphlets and maybe a Barbie.
Send out some brochures. If they don't get it, read the brochure. It's, another really great product, if I can talk about it, is obviously within the produce sector. A lot of these packs already exist. So, you go buy things like apples and whatnot. They're already in a paper punnet, but then it's fully enclosed in a plastic bag, generally through a flow wrapper. So we're also using this show to launch InSeal for Mondini, which takes standard paper punnets. We can apply a lidding film. So the tray itself doesn't actually have to have a flange. So it's actually got straight walls. And you can buy these packs anywhere. You just run them through a sealer. Once again, you're going to reduce your plastics consumption by 50 to 60%. And the punnet itself, because you can actually print it, so you can get really great graphics. It's a mono PET lidding film on top, so the clarity, so you can clearly see the product. Obviously, things like berries and whatnot, people are always a bit skeptical on berries. They want to be able to see the product in pack. The visibility of and the clarity, I should say, of PET really helps the consumer to trust the product still, whilst it's actually in a paper punnet.
Well, that's fantastic. And so tell me a little bit about your...
Sorry.
That was very distracting.
I know. I was trying to be a subtle sign there. We do have someone else coming into the booth soon.
We do. Hey, have a great show.
Thanks. You too.
Sorry we couldn't get on to everything, but we do have
we covered
a bit of ground.
We covered a bit of ground.
So there's lots more secrets at Select. Come and have a look.
Exactly.
There you go.
Make sure you come down.
I'll do the summary for you, Kim.
Perfect.
Lots of secrets at Select Equip.
Oh, look at that.
Happy to share them.
Thanks, James, so much. And I hope the rest of the show is fantastic for you.
Thanks, Kim. You too.
Thanks,
Cheers.
James. Thanks, Kim. And thanks to everyone who's been tuning in live to this broadcast from the trade show floor. I know we're so professional. There's nothing like professional, and we are nothing like professionals. So on that note, folks, thanks, of course, to Burkert, where innovation meets inspiration, because they've been bringing these comedy sessions to you. And we'll be right back very, very soon with another one, in fact, in just a few minutes. So stay tuned.